Hello. I don't know why that's moved. My camera likes to just, like, random... I suppose it's kind of balancing right now, so it kind of is what it is. Look, you see my little handsies. So, hello, welcome back to the tomato sauce stream. We're doing another little package opening, because I got a package, and it's sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Related. So I thought, we've done this a couple of times before. Why don't we open the package on stream? It'd be really weird if this isn't the package I was expecting, and it's actually not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Related package. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hello everyone, welcome back to another tomato sauce stream. Today, we're going to be doing, as we pretty much said, oh well, that's not a great start. We are going to be playing some Sevens Road Magician on the ladder because we did just get the new update. So that is the plan. And I'm going to start by trying to get into this package, which is really fighting me. It really, really doesn't want to be opened. But by golly, we will get in. Usually, this sort of package is like the easiest thing in the world. You just pull the strip, bam, it's done. This one is really not wanting to do that. So we're going to slowly rip this thing open. Here we go. Here we go. And as we can see, we get... Behold. My awesome purchase. I've been waiting for this to come out for a very long time. This is the... I mean, you probably already know what it is by looking at it. Oh, it's so shiny and reflective. This is the Legendary Modern decks, which I do like these Legendary deck products. I think they're really, really cool. They are basically 3 constructed decks. Now, I will say, this packaging kind of sucks. If I go and get the old Legendary decks... So, these are some of the older Legendary decks. A little bit dusty. So this is one of them, right? And so first off, let's do a size comparison, right? So these are quite drastically different size, despite both having 3 decks. Now, this is a nice box, right? This just is a nice container. You know, we can fit 3 decks in it. It's got, like, some nice artwork on it. You could just use this as, like, a nice box, right? This is a container to spend as small amount of money on packaging as humanly possible. So I think the container is a bit crap, if we're being honest. So, and also this is the other one of the other ones I've got, which, I mean, you probably can't see it super clearly, but it does have Yugi and a Tem on the front there. It's not the easiest thing to see on the camera, but yeah, so like we had these like awesome boxes, and now we get this, which is a little bit disappointing. But it is what it is. We've also got some sleeves ready. We're not going to sleeve everything right now, but I did want to, like, at least crack into this. Now, the question is, how do we open this without completely destroying it? Usually, in this sort of product, it would have little stickies, but it doesn't have stickers holding it down. So it looks like we have to crack the cardboard. So we'll go ahead and try and... as gently as possible, although it doesn't look like it's going to be possible to just open this like super gently one way or the other. Alright, something tells me this box is not going to survive this opening regardless, so we're just going to get her open. Alright, let's see what we get. What are these packaging? What am I looking at right now? The first things first, there is something else in here. We have a little booster pack to open. These are like... this isn't even like plastic. This is like thin paper covering these decks. Like, it's actually so strange. I don't know if anyone here's like bought these yet. Oh, I'm being very rude. I should say... I think he's probably already gone. But Vatric Maru did raid, so... Hello, Vatric Maru raiders. Welcome on in. You've caught us at a weird time. But this is... These are the decks that we've now got to work with. This, again, this packaging is so strange. So, we'll quickly pop some of these open. Which, again, this does not feel like I'm opening a pack of cards. It almost feels like I'm opening like a pack of cigarettes or something. Like, it's really strange packaging. Oh, you can hear the paper tearing. Like, it's so weird. I don't know if that's being picked up on the microphone. Maybe if I talk as I do it, it will, like, be picked up better. But, like... it's just, it's paper. It's just paper tearing. It's not... I guess it makes sense, right? Because we're getting to a point where we're stopping to have, we're stopping having plastic packaging as much as possible. So, like, it does kind of make sense. At the same time, it is very, very strange to have cards be delivered in such a manner. But, we'll go ahead and get our cards out. I mean, there we go. We have some cards. We down bad. We are so down bad. So, let's have a look. How many of these are foil? So, these are all our foils. I'll just quickly have a quick look at them. Move my hand above the microphone. We got what? Gotham's Emergency Call in, like, sort of a secret rare foiling, it looks like. We got that kind of nice foil on the back. We got just, like, ultra rare foiling on... This is one of the new cards. X-Saber Pelindra. The camera will never focus on it, but... This is another one of the new ones, I believe. Can we get the camera to focus? Can we do that? I think our hands are, like, doing too much of the work here. I can't remember what this is. X-Saber Bruno. Okay. Gotham's Second Call. We have Saber Combination. Looks pretty cool. Who are yous? We have Commander Souza Swordmaster and X-Saber Gotham's. Oh, is that just a new art for Gotham's? I don't think that's a new art. It might be a new art for Gotham's. I don't know. Either way, X-Saber is a deck I played a little bit. My biggest memory of playing X-Saber is actually getting absolutely destroyed in the finals of locals against one of my friends who was playing X-Sabers. Oh, we get some Molchamis, guys. We've got some Molchamis now. I can play meta standard now. But yeah, it's a deck that beat me in the finals of a locals, and that was the last locals before going to nationals. So I ended up getting second in that, which was a bit of a shame, but you know, that just looks weird. We have a common Chenying. I don't know, man. That just looks weird to me. That just looks so strange. We don't talk about Bruno. Excellent, excellent song. Mistworm as well as a common. There's a lot of weird commons in here. Black Rose Dragon is a common. I don't think I own a Black Rose Dragon at the moment, so it's actually pretty good. What I might do is take some of these cards out of this deck specifically and put them into my... Because, I mean, we've even got Brio. Not Brio. Who is this? Trishula. Not Brio. Don't know why I was thinking of Brio. I'm going to put them into my Edison decks. Anyway, we're not going to go through absolutely all of these. But I have no idea what this deck is. So this is Mitsurugi. I have never played Mitsurugi. So I have no idea like how Mitsurugi plays, what the deck does. I don't know if there's any Mitsurugi players in the chat, but I believe it's like a ritual deck, right? And before some cards got reprinted just to ban it. I mean, they absolutely could, right? We're going again. We're gonna do the ASMR tearing into this paper that is wrapping these cards. It's so strange. It's genuinely so strange. I assume this is going to be the norm now. It's just everything's going to come in paper. Is Mitsu the auto-surrender in Master Duel? I couldn't tell you. I haven't played Master Duel in a very long time at this point. We've got, obviously, you know, the fan favourite Sky Strikers. We got... Oh, is this the in-game? Oh, this is linkage. Right, so we have linkage at the front there. Who even are you? Sky Striker Mecha Adel Saber. I've never seen this card before. I suppose it's probably brand new, but I've never seen this card. It looks absolutely wild. Does not even look like a Sky Striker. We've got Hornet Drones. I'm sure if Baj was here, they'd be very excited. We have Ace Camella. I don't remember. Camellia? I don't remember this one. We got, who's this? Spectra, the Surgical Striker. We have Combined Maneuver Engage Zero. That looks kind of sick, actually. That art goes kind of hard. I've never actually... Well, I tell a lie. I have played Sky Striker before, but I've only ever played them in Limited. So I've never played, like, a fully built Sky Striker deck. Phantom Sky Striker Ace Amatsu. That was actually... Wait a minute. Is it just me? Or does this card look fucking sick? Oh my god. Look at that. Why does this one card look amazing? Like, I'm gonna, like, look at this myself. This looks insanely cool. I'm trying to, like, work out what it is in the art. Because, like, I think what it is in the middle, like, in here. I think that is the pilot. And they're kind of exposed. in like this giant mech suit. That's what it kind of looks like to me. But who even knows? But it looks awesome. Somebody thinks Gundam looks awesome. Exactly, I know. It's crazy. And then, you know, we'll just go for the random cards. We've got 3 Sky Striker Ray. Yo, we got Nibiru. This is my first ever copies of Nibiru, by the way. So that's actually a little bit exciting. Common Raigeki will never not be weird to me. That is so strange. Common Harpy's Feather Duster. Obviously, we know we've got second call by. Yo, is that Engage? But I am very happy with this purchase. Lightning Storms. We get more Triple Tactics talent. We got more copies of Linkage. We got Thrust. We got Kagaris. We've got Shizukus. We've got Hayates. We got Kainas. We got Zeke. And the other ones that I don't know. And then we have the Sky Striker Ace token. Which looks alright. But the important part, which has been kind of lingering here on screen, is this booster pack. So this booster pack, I believe, should contain some cards that are like semi-randomized. So it'll be like some of these cards in like a higher rarity. So I guess we're going to open this and then see what we got. And then I will address chat. It's really hard to talk to chat while I'm doing this. So we haven't like been doing that very much. All right. And this is where all of the plastic in the packaging has gone. All of the plastic is literally covering this small handful of cards. Probably because it's such a small number that like paper just wouldn't hold on it. All right. So we have 3 cards. We have 3 total cards. Let's see what we get. So I'm guessing there are going to be like some cards we really want to get and some cards we don't. This can be worth more or whatever, but we're just going to go for it. So first card is Reinforcement of the Army. Okay, it's a classic. It's got that kind of secret rare looking foiling by the look of it. I mean, it doesn't look anything too crazy, but, you know, it's a card that's pretty versatile. I'm quite happy to have that. Next up, we have... yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, dissatisfied, but he's not one of, like, the super hype cards. I can't read his name. It is Commander Souza the Swordmaster. It's pretty cool. We do already have a ultra rare version of this, so like, it's kind of nice. He's not going into focus. All right, last card. Last card. Let's see what we get. Last card. Fingers crossed it's something good. What am I looking at? Mitsurugi Players. Prayers? Oh, Prayers. Mitsurugi Prayers. I have not played Mitsurugi, so I do not know if this card is awesome or anything. Starlight. Oh my god, it is Starlight. It is Starlight! You know what? We're gonna get out the old sleeve. We're gonna sleeve the Starlight. I don't know if that's like a super rare thing that we've just got. Like if you're supposed to get like 1 Starlight per box or something, or if this is like genuinely like super rare. But we have it now. We have Mitsurugi Prayers Starlight in a nice clear sleeve. I think this is actually my first Starlight card of all time. Which is cool. I mean, I'm quite happy with this. Time to play Mitsurugi. I have no idea how Mitsurugi plays. I have literally no idea whatsoever. So we'll see. I guess I'll sleeve these 2 as well, since they're kind of here. Let's have a look. Let's put these in. And this one as well. I think it would have been really hype if this was like not a card. I have no idea what it does. And also the artwork on this is nothing like super special, right? Like it's cool. I'm happy that I have a Starlight, but like it's a card I've never used before. I've never seen before. I have no idea how it works. I haven't even read the card. I'm going to read the card now. So when you activate this card, you can also tribute a reptiles. And Mitsurugi's reptiles? Okay. 1 reptile monster in your hand or field. Apply one of these effects, or if you tributed a monster at activation, you can apply both effects in sequence. You can add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand, and take 800 damage, then you can special summon 1 Mitsurugi monster from your hand or graveyard, but it cannot attack directly. You can only activate 1 prayers per turn. Okay, so this is either grab a card or special summon one from hand or graveyard. And if we tribute a reptile first, we could do both. So we can add and then summon. Okay. But while I reset everything up, because obviously if I was to stream the game like this, it's not going to look great. We'll move over to here, which the music shouldn't be on. So you can just hear, you know, whatever music I've got while I rejig the setup. And while I do that, I suppose I'll try and catch up with chat. What content is this? Hello, Whistling Bird. Welcome, welcome. I need to catch up with, like, all the chat, really. But right now, I need to rearrange the entire desk, as it were. Put everything back to how it was. And then if I go back to here... Oh, it's my face. Hello, everyone. It's Tomato Face Stream. We're back with our new Mitsurugi Prez, which we have now. I'm excited for that. All right, let's catch up with chat. Let's catch up since we're way behind. We're way behind. We have Islet in the chat, who was the first one here. Hello, hello, Islet. We have Zorak, who says first. Hello, hello, Zorak. We have Murigeki. Bro will never know. Bro will never know. We have Dr. Alex. Hello, hello. We have a human Portuguese dub fan with the hands cam. Package cool. I'm waiting for packages 2, not Yu-Gi-Oh related. So I do actually have more Yu-Gi-Oh packages coming. But they probably won't be here for like around a week. So when they get here, I might do another opening, but it's not going to be... Or it might be more exciting, it depends. We are in an ad break. Immediate ad break. Exactly as we go on to face. So we will wait for the ad break to go away. Ten more seconds. 2, 1, and the ads are gone. Welcome, welcome back from the ads. We have Sakadetsu in the chat. Opening. Oh, yeah. I'm bad at opening stuff. Shiny. Oh, it's the modern deck. Yeah, I wanted these cards for a number of reasons. First off, the X-Saber stuff. I like Edison, and I would like to play more Edison. And this just has some Edison cards I don't have, right? So this is like an entire kind of X-Saber core. Like, not entirely, right? We only have, like, one Airbellum, but I already have Airbellum, so that's not the end of the world. But we've got, like, multiple... Actually, I might already have a playset of Fultro. There are just some old X-Saber cards in here that are quite nice to have. As well as, like, some other random stuff, like an E-Telly. Obviously, that's going to be useful in, like, Edison. And then there's, like we were saying about earlier, there's, like, some good extra deck monsters. Just for Edison, if we try and get them out of the glare. So, like, there's that aspect. Because I probably... If I was going to play, like, actual modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, I probably wouldn't play an X-Saber deck, if I'm being completely honest. But then I have the Sky Strikers, and I think Sky Strikers is one of those decks that everyone seems to love. Like, it's like a Marmite archetype. People either love it or hate it. I'll put it over my face. It might go into focus. You never know. So because of that, I'm like, maybe if I end up playing against people IRL again, I would use this deck, because I think it's just a pretty cool one. And then, well, it does have just a bunch of staples, right? Like, they might not be the best cards in the world, but, like... HFD, Reigeki, which, again, are cards I do already have, but now they're nicer. We do have now the Nibirus. We now have things like Triple Tactics Talent, which we didn't have before. We have the Charmies now. So, like, there's a lot of stuff we can do with that, so that's the idea. I still have the Legendary Dragon decks, Mitsu Striker, and X-Saber. Yeah, I knew the three, like, when I bought it, but, like, I was also kind of like, Yu-Gi-Oh! ASMR, exactly. Hello, Mizo Astrum91. Welcome, welcome. We down bad 5 per deck. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Is X-Saber even playable? So they've just got some brand new support. I would imagine if you wanted to play this deck, like, competitively, you'd probably have to get 3 copies to get 3 copies of, like, all the new ones, right? Because as far as I'm aware, in here... so you do get a second Pelina. And you do get a second Bruno. So you end up with 2 of them. I don't know what the optimal ratios are, but you do get a common one as well as the ultra rare ones. So, I haven't looked into them, to be honest. Only going first, you basically do a hand rip strategy. Never underestimate the power of a hand rip strategy. You've just seen what Destiny heroes are like in Duel Links. Cool cards, yeah, it was a good deck and good ratio. You got this Noturia or something cool. Beat me to Master Duel. In before, some cards get reprinted just to ban it. If Mitsu is the auto-surrender deck of Master Duel. Hauki Fibrax treatment. Rituals. Yes, I think it's Rituals as far as I know. Rituals. I do like Rituals. I do think Rituals is a really cool deck. It's just a lot of Ritual decks end up being kind of... ugh. It's like the actual mechanic I think is really cool. And when you bend over backwards to make the mechanic work, I do quite like that. But I don't like it when the Rituals you summon end up being like super degen. But I don't know how Mitsu works, right? Camellia, hey, hello, Corey, welcome. Now, Mr. Tomato will be a Mitsu Striker gamer. I mean, baby. Is this the box with 3 different decks in it? Absolutely. Thanks, I don't know, Mitsu, actually Rituals fan. Link 1. Tomato thinks Gundams look awesome. Hello, Sam, welcome on in. If only Harpy was playable. Trying to get the new spice going in Duel Links OCG TCG Showcase. Are we excited for Blazing, Domination, and the new Synchron stuff? Hello, Desmond. I haven't really been keeping up too much with the TCG, so I don't really have much of an opinion about it at the moment. Wait, what is this? Hello, Whistling Bird. Welcome. One of the strongest meta ritual decks. For now, you can just mix in other decks. Balls. Lemon's Gate. Thrust, nice 2024 staple pog. I mean, again, I don't know, like, what the staples of the game are now, right? Like, I still don't own Ash Blossom, which seems like a big no-no, right? Like, many gems of Master Duel, not much dogs either, so building decks is hard. Secret Rota, that looks nice. Secret Soza, Starlight. That's a nice secret. Oh, a Starlight. Hello, Brad, as well. Welcome. In a sleeve it goes. Tomato Rich now. Time to play Mitsurugi. Starlight not guaranteed, only possible. Okay, that's pretty cool. Not guaranteed, 30 euros on card market. Well, this deck cost about 30 euros. Like, just the set. So I could sell my new Starlight and just make the money back on the purchase. And then I could buy another one and keep gambling, guys. I could do that. That is something we have the technology to do. I joke, Mitsurugi isn't rogue. Tomato will never play it. I like playing rogue decks. It is just something I generally like to do. For the most part, I will just play decks that I like. And it just so happens that a lot of the decks I like end up being rogue. So it just kind of sucks that that's kind of how it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. And that's when I go on a tournament winning spree. Like with Noodles when they first came out, right? Tomato immediately farming money from purchase code. X-Saber Core. E-Telly is the new X-Saber monster. Hoodoo Synchro opponent's turn. The decks are kind of fun, yeah. Also, that Mitsurugi is like 40 to 50 bucks, I think. Love. Oh no, Mister, I hate it. Sky Striker, it's pretty boring. Yeah, not a Striker fan, but I also don't hate them. Oh, well, there you go then. For what I've read, on the net ability makes any 2 bodies turn into 0, and Mitsu doesn't care about not having bodies on board as long as you have a properly summoned Murakumo engrave, because you can prayers it back to continue climbing if you have Mirror, and Futsu you can also continue comboing because Zero and Lemnis Gate don't care if you have monsters in the monster zone, main zone, and Mitsu combo also just puts spells in the grave for engage, so there's that. Okay. B-Dom is going to be huge, mini anime card. You own Ash, it's in the Mitsurugi deck. It's in the Mitsurugi deck? The only one I didn't open has Ash? Alright, maybe we're going to open Mitsurugi deck. I need to see the Ash, right? I need to be aware that I own Ash Blossom. I know that a lot of people really like, you know, the artwork on that card because of feet, but let's have a look. We're not gonna go through all of them. Look, it's another prayers, guys. We have 2 prayers. We have Mirror, Protection. And it's a playset. It's a playset of Ash. There she is. Do we have any other good staples in here? Again, half of these cards I've never seen before, so I have no input. Is there only one? Oh, there's 2 different ritual monsters in here by the look of it. We have Pot of Extravagance. That's, like, not awful. Guys, Dueling Staple Droplet. There it is. That's my first copy as a Droplet as well. And we have Imperm. Oh, we have all the staples now. We've also got some generic rank 4s. Always good to see. Got IP Masquerena. We now are a proud owner of IP. And Little Knight's in here as well. I wasn't expecting to get Little Knight. I don't know if these cards are still as played as they were, but obviously there was a little stint there where every deck had both the IPs. Or SPs. SP IP. along with imperm, droplets, etc. There we go. Now we know. Now we know. Where best card, Maxi? I actually don't own Maxi. That's one of the cards I don't own. Obviously, I can't use it, but... you needed the legendary 5Ds deck for the rest of your Ash or your Molchamis. Mitsu deck has a bunch of good stuff in the extra deck too. It absolutely does. Our product is just crazy value. Exactly. And I've made my money back just from one card. So bam, there we go. There we go. But, now that we've gotten through chat and we've done our little opening, which took 25 minutes to do, by the way. That's just how we do things in the Tomato Sauce streams. We take forever to do anything. I guess what we should do is go and take a look at all the new stuff, because we do have a lot of cool stuff to talk about. And the first thing we're going to do is take a look at this. So we have the Magistus Chronicles campaign and short update. I assume the new episode is out. I haven't actually looked into this at all. I didn't watch any of the Charmers stuff as well, but I don't really care about Charmers. But I do kind of care about Alistair, because I mean, it's normal summon Alistair, right? It's normal summon Alistair. But yeah, obviously you have the new campaign. You can get this icon in Duel Links, which is neat. That is neat. It's out. Okay, let's see if we can find it quick. So what is it going to be called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles Magistus? Let's have a look. Yu-Gi-Oh! Org has a button. So if I click this... No, don't start playing. Stop it. Stop it. Alright. Let's get this up and have a look at it. So we'll pause this. We'll go theatre. We'll pause the music. And let's see. Let's take a look. I do want to see this. Alright. I'm hoping for something good. That is so unhelpful. Alright, can we just change this to English and it will just work? That is the next question. We should be able to, but... I don't really want to auto-translate it. I'd rather it was like... There will be another place we can find this in English. That will just exist. But we just have to find it now. Link in the video description. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Brad always has our back. So we won't need the closed captions. Right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm so ready. We do need the closed captions. Why did I think it was going to be English subbed? English dubbed. I don't know why my brain went there. Oh, fine. We'll just watch it from the start again. We just listen to the opening one more time. The Great Three Sages. Am I supposed to know any of these people? One of them has a scythe. That top one just looks like Alistair. I don't know who the bottom one was meant to be. That's Mad Fiends. Everyone knows the Mad Fiends. Oh, was it Endymion? Okay. The brink of fiery ruin. Yo! Reference! This is the, what, Pitch Black Power Stone? This is like the spell counter card? I needed to pause and say that. How many years have passed since that time? I do not know any of them. I mean, that's fine, right? I don't know anything about the lore, by the way. Like, is Alistair evil? Because, like, a lot of the things you go into are not, like, pleasant things. So I'm assuming Alistair isn't, like, a goodie. I'm going to assume he's a baddie. And not, like, not the good kind of baddie. I mean, for some people, he probably is the good kind of baddie. This actually just looks like generic fantasy or isekai anime so far. Alistair is not the villain. Okay. Just his fusions are a bit like sus, right? Alistair is the baddie. There we go. We're like manually using magic power technology. Imposter Alistair! Generic fantasy anime for Yu-Gi-Oh would be pretty sick. Oh yeah. I don't know if this wolf is a card. It probably is, but I don't recognize it. Grown-ups are all rotten swindlers. Invoker Beast? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen Invoker Beast. Yare yare. Okay, we're dodging. We threw our cape on him. Okay, okay. So is he going to transform? Or is he just going to, like, summon creatures out? That was Cocytus, right? Or Cocytus, depending on how you pronounce it. Oh wait, I'm being a dumbass. He doesn't fuse with him. Oh no, he does. I think he can fuse with himself, but usually he fuses with the graveyard, doesn't he? I don't know why my brain wasn't working then. I was like, yeah, he fuses with himself. I'm like, no, no, no. I think he can do that. Right, we're gonna summon one. Who are we gonna summon? Right, we're summoning Cocytus. Cocytus! But who did he fuse? Get invoked, nerd. Yatta! I wish it was protect us from monsters. Don't you have a giant, like, guard wall protecting you? You have, like, fortification. Look at that giant gate. Did he not just get, like, a wagon all the way here? Just to, like, kill a guy and he's leaving? He's like, I'll just walk the rest of the way home. Go on, transform her into something. It would have been so funny if he's like, and now you will become an invoked. You will become Mechaba. He turned her into a mage! The girl later becomes Sky Striker Ray. Could you imagine? Endymion. Riliona? Who's Riliona? Okay, that was actually pretty good. I think that felt like a step up compared to the last ones I watched. Bearing in mind, the last ones I watched were... what, the Sky Striker one, which was just really bad. And then the Alistair one, which was actually, like, it was okay. The Alistair one was okay. But I think this felt better than the Alistair one. Like, it was still a little bit short, right? Because, I mean, if you cut out the ending and the beginning, this is like, what, 7 minutes? 7.5 minutes, maybe? So, like, this is fine length. Obviously, I would have preferred it to be a full episode, but beggars can't be choosers, right? That was the artwork of the spell. I mean, yeah, we know it was the artwork of the spell, but the monster coming out of it was Rokitus, right? Used to be a band card in Duel Links. No Digimon fans. Oppressed people, liberty at last. Maybe it's Hita. I mean, we've just had the Charmers ones, right? So I think we would probably know that. Thank you for the follow, Blind's Eye. Welcome, welcome. Perhaps it's Stella. She grows up to become the Adamantipator. See her clothes in colorway. Oh, I see. I mean, where is she? I have no idea if this is, like, close to the... Oh, she looks like one of the Adamantipator's, but... I don't remember what they look like off the top of my head. Have a look quick. Is it this one? Wait a minute. Is it Researcher? Like, again, I don't know if this is actually meant to be... if this is a theory or something, but... she does kind of look a bit like Researcher. I grab this over. If it will load. Maybe not. There is, like, a level of it, but might be clutching at straws a little bit. Madame Vere? Lovely Lady Labyrinth? Oh, okay. The Wind Witch card? We're getting all over the place now. We're crossing all sorts of lines. Alright, but that was cool. We liked that. That was enjoyable. I like that. I want more of that. So this is the 3? Right? Who are these? Who are these? These 3 don't look like anyone that I know. Is one of these Endymion? Because Endymion, you never really see his face, right? I'm trying to think now. Have a look. Yeah, it looks like most of the artwork you don't see Endymion's face. Endymion... okay, so this is Endymion, because you can see him in Magister Mastery. Endymion the Magistus. I can't read the name. That one. Smug Lolly. Vera Zora Endymion. So that's Vera, which is Lovely Lady Labyrinth. And this is Zoroa. Who is Zoroa? Okay, he has a fusion card. Zoroa the Magistus Verithronga. I'll just grab this. We'll throw it over her. This guy. I've never seen this card before. What does it do? You can target one effect monster in your graveyard, or your opponent controls. Equip that effect monster to this card. When a monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can send one face-up Magistus monster card you control to the graveyard to negate the effect. Then you can destroy one card in your opponent controls. Okay, so it's an Omni negate. Oh, it's a monster effect. It's not normally. It's a monster effect negate that also pops any card. Okay. Okay. Look at the Witchcrafter that draws you the card. Look at the Witchcrafter. I mean, I don't know what that card is by name. You're going to have to give me a name. I can't go looking through all of the Witchcrafter cards. How do you not know Witchcrafter Vere? Who is Witchcrafter Vere? I don't... Listen, right? I hate to be the one to say this. I don't know all the cards from every Yu-Gi-Oh set. Especially Trending Searches, Anubis Mummy, Cat, Cantadello, the Beast of Light, Ra, and Alexis. Why is Alexis here? Okay. But yeah, especially when it's an archetype that no one plays. Like, I don't know how to tell you this. Let's look up just Vere. Let's see what it brings up. Witchcrafter Madame Vere. Okay, it's this one. I mean, this is definitely her. During damage calculation, if your spellcaster monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can reveal any number of spells with different names in your hand. If you do, your battling monster gains 1,000 attack and defense for each card revealed until the end of this turn. Quick effect, you can discard one spell, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Until the end of this turn, you can use each effect once per turn. Okay. Okay. I mean, that is definitely a smug lolly. That is 100% a smug lolly. We will do an exclamation mark shwee. You would think Tomato would know Witchcraft because I play them a lot. The only time I have ever sat across from Witchcrafters is when I literally played against you in the, like, streamer thing that we did. And in a ladder game, which I think you were telling me what the Witchcrafter monsters do. Those are the only times I have ever actually been in a game where Witchcrafters has been involved. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Magistus of Flames, Witchcrafter, Madame Vera. Azura is still waiting for his own archetype. That fusion is the anime version of Zerawa. Oh, it's the anime version, is it? Witchcrafter, Madame Vera was a menace in 2019. Lots of good spellcasters now. I mean, again, I didn't play TCG in 2019. Like, so. Witchcrafter Pitor. Alright, we'll look at Witchcrafter Pitor quick, since people want to have a look at it. Let's have a look. What was the... What would we say? We said this girl was her? Or are we just looking her up because she's cool? Because, they have different coloured eyes, so it's definitely not her. Unless, like, the eyes are messed up with mana or something. During the main phase, quick effect, you contribute this card, then discard a spell. Special summon a Witchcrafter monster from your deck, except Pitor. You can banish this card from your graveyard to draw one card, instead of Witchcrafter card from your hand to the graveyard. Or, if you have none, banish your entire hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay. Quick effect summons Sun Avalon. Boom. The invitational where you didn't get the memo about playing Harpies, or TDD draw. The three are Zoroa, the Magistus of Flames, Witchcraft, Madame Vere, and Dimian, the Crescent Magistus. Don't you ever play Pitor? She sucks. Does she suck? I guess you have to give up 2 cards. I don't know how easy it is to get out the Witchcrafter bosses, so like maybe this is bad, but I'm not the one to ask about that, right? The girl became her, I think. I mean, alright, so... The big thing is, first off, they have different coloured hair. Second off, you would expect this being her defining character trait, this little, like, hair band, to at least be kind of mimicked in the design, and it seems to be completely gone. And the eye colour is different. So you could make an argument of, like, okay, we could change, you know, magic can change eye colour. Obviously, the hair's gotten weird because it's got, like, paint all over it or whatever this is. But I would think there would be more visual similarities between the two if they were the same character. The girl becomes Semeta. Are we just going to go through all of the Witchcrafter cards? Is that what we're doing now? Smieta. Well, this is as written. Level 4 Witchcrafter, that's fire attribute. The girl became hurt, I think. It's the downside of losing your entire hand. Witchcrafter. Okay, let's have a look. Shemitah. See, I think people are struggling spelling this. It might be me, though, with this one, because I did get that wrong. No. Alright, perfect. Mizu got it on the second go. This one. So bright red hair. Again, we haven't got the eye colors at least correct. I would say this is more of like an auburn color, but it absolutely could be. This one I think has a lot more potential than the last one. I still am not convinced by it, but people are assuming it's Witchcraft to Shemitah, but it's weird as we don't know timeline. Just check Duel Links. You're not wrong. Checking Duel Links probably would make more sense. I was curious if people like talking about it in here or not. Six Sleeve. I love Madam. Yo, is that Brad? I've got one UR Dream ticket this year. Does anyone know in the next one? Would expect this. I was going to say, what is Brad chiming in of? Like, the Magistus lore, but it has nothing to do with that. And there's Crimson again. Alright, what I am going to do before we move on to the next thing is Old Man Bladder is kicking in, and I'm going to go pop to the bathroom. So, I will be right back. Hello. I probably should have run an ad, but I completely forgot. But, hello, I'm back. Welcome, welcome. We are still stretching. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. A girl on the animation has orange hair. Am I colorblind? It's like it's kind of a orangey brown, which is kind of like a... Yeah? I would say the defining color there is orange, and it's got like a little bit of brown in it. That's how I would describe that hair. Pop Dabano. All that seed. Yes, seed. Alright, let's take a look at the next thing we'll talk about. We have the gift campaign going, guys. I hope everyone claimed their copy of Yami, which they got instead of 80 gems. This is what annoys me, right? Whenever you have these campaigns, there is obviously one you should take. Except when you get stuff like Yami and like 80 gems. Now, obviously, you can just take the 80 gems, and then your tickets that you'll get will let you get Yami in the future. No one's going to play Yami, so no one gives a shit, right? But why not just put Yami next to two dogshit things that no one cares about? It's like this. Who cares about two SR Jewels, a Mist Valley Shaman, or a Results Booster? You could have just, like, swapped one of these two, and this would have been, like, a nice, oh, okay, I get a Yami, and then here I get 80 gems. Instead, it's like... Oh man, I guess I'll take my gems and use a ticket on Yami, or I'll take Yami and just be down 80 gems. It's like, I don't know, man. It just feels kind of lame. Only the dumbest of people would ever go Yami over the gems. But what if Yami becomes top tier meta threat, Shui? It gives fiends and spellcasters 200 attack, and it makes fairies lose 200 attack, Shui. Can you not see the potential? What if suddenly a fairy deck becomes top tier in meta and you don't have Yami? Oh, you would feel like such a fool. For sure, though, even though I'm like 10k short of gems for May. I mean, so this is probably the next thing we're going to talk about, so we might as well like hop over now. We have a big update coming in May, right? Everyone kind of knows this by now. May is where we get the big things. So in the first year of Rush's life cycle, we got the mini box, the selection box, and the structure deck all on the same day. Last year, we got just the mini box and the structure deck, and then the month after, we got the selection box, right? But I think because of this, if we make this a little bit bigger so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see, because of this, we're expecting a selection box at some point. We're just not entirely sure when it's coming, right? So it could be it's coming next month. We need a shit ton of gems ready because you want the selection box cards because they're probably going to be relevant. On the other hand, it might be the month after. Not knowing is sometimes more annoying because if you farm out as many gems as you need to get or whatever to try and be able to cover the cost of a selection box, and then it doesn't come out that month, you now have to just really hope it comes out within a month of when those gems start expiring. Otherwise, you're going to just kind of have to spend those gems on something completely random, right? So it's super awkward. On top of the fact, selection box value has been really weird lately, because usually within like a couple of months of the selection box coming out, we just get the cards anyway. So like, as a content creator, as someone that wants to make videos on this, I'm like, I want to get the cards ASAP. But I also don't have infinite gems to just throw at this, right? So part of me is like, it's really inefficient to go into the selection box. It just costs more for effectively getting to play the cards a couple of months early, which that can be super relevant, but also it can not be, right? I think there have been 2 selection boxes in the past that were just like super mid, and the cards that came out of it didn't end up doing much of anything. And so it was like, oh, this was just a waste of time. What if we get a busted skill tied to Yami? That would be wild, but highly unlikely. Highly, highly unlikely. It's definitely bait for rush-only players. XQE will be meta because people didn't pick Yami. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Well, XQE is like every type. That's kind of their gimmick, right? They're not just fairies. I have 380 gems. I'm so ready. Oh, boy. You're going to have a great time. So, I would say the bare minimum you're going to want is going to be what? Is it 1350? So, like, 13,500 plus, is it 500 gems, usually for a structure deck? And then it will come down to, like, are we getting one for free? Are we going to pay for one? And then, are we paying for the other one with real money? Or are they going to do the whole, like, you get one for a discount and one for full price? That's the big question now. Mini alone, there we go. Corey's on top of it. Mini alone is like 13.5, then like 600 to 1k for structures. Hopefully no selection box on top, or I am like 20k short. Exactly. What could they even lock behind selection? Well, based on the cards that we've seen already, if I have them available, so I could just go and get them. All right, let's grab this up. And then we'll come over here. So, these are the cards that were changed in the files. So again, as always, as Piper says, ignore this list. It is just random database changes for Rushdoll that can mean nothing. However, if we're going to be throwing darts at a dartboard and just seeing what sticks, we might as well have a little bit of focused guessing, right? So, what could be in there that would be like a box seller? Balloon Bar Shirt is a huge one. That card is so good. That could absolutely be selection box bait. I guess what they could do is put like Eternity Aether Dragon. So imagine this, right? Eternity Aether Dragon comes out, and imagine it is the Road to Worlds campaign. You get one copy of the premium black version, right? And then they put the normal version in a selection box. So if you want to play that skill, or both of the skills you can play it in, they're now like, yeah, go in the selection box. You could play the skill. It will be really mid. If you want the rest, selection box. Heliosphere is another fantastic one that would be a really big draw. There are a lot of people that play Hero still. So Heliosphere would be a fantastic selection box bait. What else? Rebuild Drake doesn't really fit anywhere, but I don't think it would make a good selection box card. Partial Destruction of the Sacred Tower. I don't think this is good enough to be selection box bait, but like, it could be. Leia Frontier would be so funny. It would be unbelievably funny if they put Leia Frontier into a selection box. Because there are so many people that love that deck. and they're just waiting to get more support, maybe get a good skill. I told you to never go in selections. They are a scam, a huge waste of gems. I actually felt like my speed selection boxes were fine because I had lots of like surplus of gems on the speed account anyway. And I got double imperm pretty quick. So I was quite happy with that. The only downside was I didn't get the Dolka, right? That was kind of it. Headcanon, Madame Veer learns a ritual to get adult body back, sacrifices the other witchcrafters, she gets endued with magic, is forced to remain in the Archfiend Pan Labyrinth. When her glass-blowing talent, she spins the labyrinth around to be the best B&B in the Pandemonium, rivaled by only the Dragon Maid Bed and Breakfast in Yelp ratings. So she disguises herself as a Dragon Maid to steal their secrets, and it turns out she was drunk to mask her guilt. That is a wild theory. And I appreciate that you've come up with it. I'm not sure I subscribe to it. Hello, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. WTF kind of fantasy you imagining? Is that Serena in the chat? Hello. Hello, Serena. No More Heroes. No More Heroes is an excellent game. If anyone hasn't played that, you should play it. It's an absolutely fantastic game. Rebuild Drake. Balloon. Leia, definitely all selection. Isn't it too early for selection? So it is, if we're going by last year. So if we go by last year's precedent, we wouldn't get a selection until June. But if we go by the first year, then we would get it... Bam. We would get the selection box on the same day as the structure and the mini box. So it comes down to, are they going to do what they did last year? Are they going to do what they did 2 years ago? Or are they going to do something completely new? Who knows? Who knows? All we can do is speculate. That's all we can do. Heliosphere is better circulation target. Would be huge for heroes. And it's better Argent as well. Absolutely huge for Argent. Shadowbringer Dragon. Let's go FF14 mentioned. Oh yeah, Shadowbringer Dragon is actually pretty good as well. Might be a rival card. I can see Leia Frontier plus the actual cards that are locked behind the skill. Ooh, that would be interesting. Yeah. The issue then becomes the skill is kind of pointless. So I think they would only do that if they were going to give us a new skill. Or... I'm wondering if you could somehow make the new skill for the Eternity Aether Dragon work. Because, right. Hear me out. This is all the ramblings of a lunatic, right? If we have this skill, we can get a +1 for getting Eternity Aether. We can then summon Eternity Aether with only 1 tribute. Then as long as we tribute over the Eternity Aether Dragon, we don't get any of the negatives from the XQT downsides, right? Because the XQT downsides are like, oh, you can't attack with monsters that are level 7 and up, right? So we could just get a free Eternity Aether to our hand off the skill. Summon it for only 1 tribute. So we're going to like Plauti, Tribute Plauti, Eternity Aether, pay 500, pop a card, Tribute Eternity Aether for like Lair effect, get back another card. You know, we can keep going down that line. So like, this wouldn't necessarily be that bad as a skill in there. I think you'd probably lean towards the Avarice skill over this, but destroying cards is really good. Legend Strike and Sunset Rebirth, I feel it. I don't know about those. It's a weird one. Especially because Konami have just been like throwing really good traps in like deck build boxes of all places, which is really weird. I feel like it's to try and make the deck builds have extra value. But because of that, they're like those would be really strong selection box bait cards. I think they're trying to avoid putting like ridiculously good meta staples in selection boxes. It kind of feels like that, but it's weird. They put like good generic cards, but not like meta staple generic cards. It kind of feels like Card Trooper. They never included Legends in selection before. Have they ever put Legends in a box? Full stop. Have Legends ever been in any box? Aren't Legends always like a campaign reward or pick a card or a like a rank ticket. Aren't they always that? So high-tech card have chance to be selection. I mean, there's always a chance. There's always anything could be in a selection. Literally anything, right? So probably a bundle. But where is my BBQ Ox? Oh, baby. If we get the barbecue cards, I would be so happy. Wait, you can reveal Helios of Argent? I mean, you should be able to. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Source 1, Madame Veer. Lovely Lady En. A Rising Hero Structure Deck. So this is another thing that I want to talk about. Which is, there has been speculation about structure decks, right? That has been happening in specific Discord servers. That has been happening on my server. And we've talked about it a little bit as well. The big thing for me is it would make sense if it was a Light Galaxy structure. The problem is, we don't have a Light Galaxy skill in the leaks. So it's like, would they release a structure without a new skill? That seems kind of weird. So I don't know. It's a strange one. The Dark Dragon stuff, I speculate them for the Lukeman ult, to be honest, together with Unbalancer F. I mean, probably. Like, it's a new Luke skill. They don't have to, if they don't want to, release an ult style for him right now. They could just drop the skill and call it a day. But they absolutely could, as we were saying. Make sure my camera isn't... Yeah, okay, that's fine. They absolutely could drop the ult style and then do the exact same with the Yuga Man, right? Because... So I want it to be a that guy skin. I guess that guy and Yuga Man are kind of the same. So it wouldn't really matter one way or another. But it would make sense. It would make sense. A Handy Lady reprint in the selection. I mean, they could do. Polymerization does not go to 1. If you're 7+, do not come over. Yeah, like Molchamis and the LD. Bait and switch. Always campaign, bundle, or rank tickets for Legends. Legends are also special bundles. Yeah, they could be special bundles. I can easily see that High-Tech and Hero Fusion, like selection cards, selection boxes were mainly all parts, and a few new meta cards. That would be fine. Yeah, I can see that. Is that Hikari in the chat? We're doing exclamation mark Hikari. Everyone's favorite Twisted Wonderland streamer. Hello, hello, Hikari. Hope you're having a wonderful day. All arts, not all parts. There we go. The structure for DM has a skill. I mean, yeah. Right? So I would expect them to have a skill. So it's one of those, like... well, I guess it depends. Because there was already a Dark Magician skill. Plus, I don't think we also should be looking at this period of time as, like... de facto, they did it here, so they'll do it other places. This was the dark times. We don't talk about these times. They make it Chaos Galaxy and expect to play Zuijo still. I mean, they could. I mean, one of the skills we got, if we go and take a look at it real quick, was the Yuga skill. Which I guess we'll have them tied together. So, this skill is like... It's a weird one, but you could use this skill to go into... Again, this is going under the assumption that we were to get Transami Road Rhynak. We could get a Transami Road Rhynak structure deck. That has some potential, I guess. It's a weird one. It's just a really strange one. Especially because the card database... Again, take this with a pinch of salt, as always. But we do have Transam Buster Linak and Transam Nebula Fusion in here. Now, if we were going to get those, it would make sense for those to both be, you know, in a structure deck. And it would make sense to have a skill with that if we were going to get that, right? We are due for a Harpy May in all formats. I mean, that would be interesting. Yuga, Luke, Zuijo, Euro, Dark Magician, Eternity Aether. Sir, a second partial destruction has hit the Sacred Tower. Don't worry about that. To be honest, I'm a little disappointed that so many themes are being repeated from last year in the WCS box. Well, let's think about that. So, Dark Galaxy, check. Assuming these are legit, Light Galaxy, check. Spellcasters, check. It's kind of just the big three again, isn't it? We're also getting dragons, so we're getting the Sevens rival as well this time. Did we get... Did we get Luke stuff in the May box last year? I'm trying to think now. Wait a minute. Dual Links boxes. I'm gonna go have a look. What was the box called? Go away, cookies. Eternal Galaxy Road. This was just a mini box. Did this have the Dark or the Earth Dragon stuff in it? It did. It had Luke stuff. So last year we got a box that had Yuga. I mean, we're gonna call the Sevens Road stuff Yuga just to simplify things. We had Yuga, Udius, Zuijo, Luke. And this year, it looks like the box is going to be those characters again. Interesting. We need more Harpies, yes, a new skill, and a few new cards. Alt Style Mai should be next month, and I expect to see a couple anime cards to be announced that Mai used, like Harpy Lady Sparrow Formation. Also, the blonde Goha guy has Harpy Lady voice lines too. Yeah, he uses the Harpies in his NPC duels, so we already know that he has them. We get Slayer and Luke theme too. OCG might make Sparrow Formation real. Exact same box after a year of waiting. Well, it's not. It's the same themes, but they're not the same, right? It's a different flavor of Dark Galaxy. It's a different flavor of Spellcasters. It'll be a different flavor of Light Galaxy, assuming we get those Light Galaxy cards. I mean, not really. I guess the Light Galaxy stuff is probably the most underwhelming, because it's still just kind of Light Galaxy fusing. It's not like they're changing their mechanics up or anything. The deck will probably be very similar. And then the Luke stuff is radically different, right? But Road to World, a la Animal from the Muppets. The only new theme is just Dark Magician. The Dark Magician stuff as well looks a bit underwhelming. Now, I'm not going to just sit here and tell you the Dark Magician stuff is automatically going to be bad. In fact, we'll get the skill up since we are talking about it, I guess. But I guess we're just doing an entire look at the leaks again. Because why not, right? That's just what we're doing now. But this skill doesn't fill me with confidence that this is going to be fantastic. Now, there is potential. There's absolutely potential here. The issue is, this deck will probably be reasonably good at spitting out 3 monsters. It'll probably be pretty good at filling the graveyard with spells. The issue is, what does it do after that, right? We don't really have good piercing. We don't have great removal. Like, Warlock's effect is okay, but it's not going to be sustainable. As in, you can't just, like, spam it out. And it only works to level 8 or lower. So I don't know if I'm feeling like this is going to be a super crazy good skill overall. Like, I think the skill is probably fine. It's the quality of the cards that go with it. And I don't think the card quality is there. We didn't get DMG, but didn't we get a DMG structure? We did, but it was the worst. That structure deck was the Light Sorcerer of Sanctity deck. The only reason to get that deck was to pick up Light Sorcerer of Sanctity. Whoever liked 2021 could come back to Duel Links. I won't say no to Galaxy. I mean, yeah, Galaxies. Everyone likes Galaxy. Galaxy's a cool deck. Both of them. So even this one is repeated. I ain't even gonna be the same skill for, like, Galaxy. It would... Alright, they could, right? But I think that would be really boring, right? So they absolutely could. Just not give us a new skill. But what worse way could there be to kill hype than just not give us a new skill? I think that'd be so boring. No new skill was leaked. Absolutely correct, Human. No new skill was leaked. Maybe the leaks are a red herring. I mean, they could be. But Konami isn't known for doing that, so... Dark Magician looks... the Slayer in the last year. I mean, potentially. Tomato will do anything to avoid playing Sevens Road. It's because people keep asking questions, and then we have a conversation. That's how this goes. It's a lovely bit of back and forth. Like the Shark structure deck, but who knows? Feel the flow. This skill should have been the de facto skill template, to be honest. Excavate X, add 1, rather than add a card from deck. The problem is, the more skills you have like this, the more your deck is just gambling, right? Because the problem with skills like this, and you get effects like this as well, like things like Argent, right? You can whiff. And whiffing feels really bad. So, like, I get what you're saying, right? Because in Rush, you should be having a lot of effects that do this sort of effect anyway. And you can whiff on those. But if... At what point are we putting just RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG? Like, I don't know if I like that personally, but... we could get a Stardust-esque archetype for Rush. Wait a minute, has any prominent character play water? So first off, water is kind of split amongst a whole bunch of different stuff, right? Like in TCG, water kind of feels like it's like Fish, Sea Serpent, Aqua is kind of like one amalgamous blob. In Rush Duel, it's more defined. Like Aqua typically is either Kappa or Kappa, or it's the like the Mimi stuff, like the bubble era. And I suppose now it's also the thingies, but in Sea Serpent, that's typically the maximum stuff, and maybe the Euro stuff if we even... No, Eugen. I think it's Eugen? I forget their names. And then... What's the other one? Fish. Fish is a one-off throwaway character from Sevens, and then Maguto, who is not really a main character, so I would say there aren't really any prominent characters that play water. Not really. Like, Mimi is probably the closest thing. I guess you could say Tell, but, like... Does anyone really care about Tell? More excited for Dark Galaxy Contact Fusions, but the skill is so bad. The big problem the skill has is it's a +1 once. To me, that is like the big problem with it. I suppose the other thing is, it is really awkward because you could go into the Tribute Summon, but then you have to change the order of the top of your deck. So you have to, in the ideal world, you would summon out the boss without a discount on Requiem, then activate the skill to put Requiem on top. So you now have to pick between one or the other of like, do you want the discount or do you want to guarantee you're going to get a pop? And it's a bit weird. The more I look at the league skills and archetypes, the more sad I get that Harpy stuff was fake April Fools and Berry. I don't want berries in the game. Harpies, again, is... I don't really want Harpies or Berry for the same reason I didn't really want Execute. I think it's nice that people like those decks and that they have, like, quite prominent fans behind them. But the decks themselves are always, like, super lame. Like, take away the archetype, take away the art, take away the names of the cards. If we're just talking about the mechanics of how the cards work, I don't like any of those. I don't like Berry Fresh or Fresh Berry. I don't like the Harpy cards. I think Harpies are like the lesser evil of the three, but I've never liked Execute and I've never liked Fresh Berry mechanically. I think Harpies I do like to a certain extent. I definitely like them more than Fresh Berry and more than Execute. But not the hugest fan, personally. Why Konami hate Dark Galaxy? I think it's just because Dark Galaxy is really good. And they're a bit scared of it being, like, crazy good. I mean, just think about this, right? Dark Galaxy, in the World Championship qualifier of last year, was the third best performing deck. It was doing very, very well. The reason it wasn't higher up was because it was kind of RNG. If that deck had a skill that gave it a +1 every turn, gave it a bit more consistency, that deck, it wouldn't have taken much to just be the #1 deck, right? In fact, it was arguably the second best deck, right? Because the other one was Sevens Road, and Sevens Road was kind of underperforming in that. So, like, it was arguably the second best performing deck. And that was with a really bad skill. So, like, I get it, right? In that case, I think they were right to not give it a better skill. So in this time, it's like, oh, is it also going to be really good? I don't know. Where the heck is Yamirula support? Konami hate Yamirula, and they never want Yamirula to be playable or good in any way. Okay, that's just how it goes. The Berry comic was for Aqua themes, but I forgot they aren't in the anime. Oh yeah, they're not an anime deck. Card mechanic wise, I love Tech Genius, Nouvelles, and Rika. I still don't really know how Rika works, so I couldn't tell you that. Nouvelle, I think, is really annoying. That is a deck that tributes over your opponent's cards and can't be destroyed by cards. And that makes them just kind of frustrating. So I don't like him. I don't like him personally. But Harpy is really fun to play. A toolbox control deck which can do a ton of things and can use maxims if they want to. Well, the Harpy deck effectively ends up feeling like an OTK deck. The first version of Harpies was make the maximum, give it piercing, OTK your opponent. The second version of Maximum was a slower control style deck where you played a lot of trap cards and you could pop cards on the field using things like Pet Master, right? That one was good. But then the third version of Harpies was OTKing again with Harpy Lady 1, 2, and 3. So like 2 of the 3 iterations of Harpies that we've had in OCG are just OTK decks. So I don't know. Hello, PTRG. Welcome. I think they're waiting for rituals to bring the Blaze Fiends. That would be annoying, because I think the deck is really cool, and I don't want to wait that long. I mean, to be fair, we have, like... I guess the way to think of it is we have 2, currently, maximum decks from the era of, like, Go Rush, right? And those 2 are... I guess we have 3 now, actually. So we have Beasteam, who wasn't really... he's not really Go Rush, but he's kind of Go Rush era. Then there's the Train, what's it called? Full Steam. We have that one. And then we have... the Vocalized Phoenix, right? So they're the 3, like, Go Rush era maximums. We don't really have any of the others yet. Now, some of them make sense we don't have. We're not going to get the Sea Serpents randomly, right? They'll drop those with Phaser. But we could get Blaze Fiends. They absolutely could just give us Blaze Fiends. I think that'd be awesome. To be honest, if I recall, Light Galaxy, Sevens Red Magician, and Chaos Galaxy was 3rd. Dark Galaxy was 4th, if we consider Chaos Galaxy a different deck. So Chaos Galaxy only really cropped up in the last day, and was kind of everyone who was playing Light or Dark Galaxy could just swip and swap onto it. I think, if I remember, I mean, I could look it up, right? We have the ability to just look it up. But if I recall, I think Sevens Road ended up being under Dark Galaxy. I mean, we could have a look. We can have a quick look. I wonder if I just have it, like, easy access to it. World Championship Qualifier 2024. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Go Harush, go Harush, go Harush. WCS 2025. There we go. This might not be exactly what I'm looking for, but we can have a quick gander. This might only show us the top decks of, like, the people that qualified. Yeah, this is only going to show us the people that qualified, unfortunately. But, I mean, even just using this... This isn't like... Oh, no, this does have everyone. Okay, this is perfect. Does it have a breakdown of them somewhere? It doesn't. All right. I mean, that's fine. We can look at Parko's deck. Regional ranking 1. Whilst I take a look at... Is this going to have it? No, it's not this one. Speed Rush. Alright, here we go. This is the data. This is the data we've been looking for. Bam. Alright, so this is World Championship Series 2025 Rush. So this is the top 100. And here we can see Galactica, then Dark Galaxy, then Chaos Galaxy. Sevens Road was only 3. So, and Void Veil, this was this Tier thing? Either way, it was not the Fusion version. So this was the breakdown, and this was, you know, them with their bad skill. And this deck was still the second most popular. Now, the reason there's more than 100 here, versus 114, is because some people were playing multiple decks, right? I think he's talking about Worlds, the equipment version. The equipment version. Are we talking about Dark Galaxy? Oh, you're talking about Tier thing? Is that what you're talking about? Now we're back to control again. Isn't Harpy Lady summon as many monsters that change the name as possible? How is that fun? It's not... So that is only true for the control variant, right? And that's only for either going into some of the fusion plays or using Petmaster. And Petmaster is a really good control tool. I don't know what to cog with in Rush. I'm gold 5. I mean, if you want something like relatively easy, I would say Red Eyes or Hero are probably quite good to go with. If you want to really switch your brain off, I think Red Boot is a really good one to do as well. Or High Tech. 9 different contact fusions, which are easy to summon for different situations and effects you need, plus also the main deck stuff to control the board. Hello, Tomato. What are you up to today? Hello here. Well, the plan is to, at some point, hop on the ladder with some Sevens Road, but we've been having a discussion about potential releases that are coming up in May. So that's what we've been doing. So you spam monsters and contact views. You have a toolbox of effects for every situation, hence control. So first off, that's not what control is. Toolboxing isn't control. Control is controlling your opponent, right? It's being able to stop your opponent from playing, having an answer to everything. That's what control is. Toolboxing is a completely different thing, right? Toolboxing is just having an answer to everything. So you spam monsters. Yami Ruler is control. Yeah, Yami Ruler is control, because the whole point is you control your opponent, right? Control would also be like having a crap ton of removal effects, or lots of effects that just stop your opponent from playing the game. So like just having a lot of trap cards would make you a control deck. If you're playing like a bunch of Shadies, for example, just having the trap card Shady in your deck doesn't make you control, but it is a control tool within your deck, right? I think the top 5 decks right now is Red Eyes, Hero, Gradius, High Tech, and maybe the last Royal Rebel, but looks like a matter of taste. I mean, that's fair. I don't think there's anything like that I would immediately point to and go like, that's not correct. But I do think there is a difference between being one of the strongest decks and recommending a deck to cog with. And there is the ad break once again. Wait for the ads. Alright, that should be the ads gone. Most cogged post new box so far is Chemicalized, Red Eyes, Hero, Bubble Actress, SRM. So it is good to see like a good sample size for that information. At the same time, I think there are going to be tons and tons and tons of people that cog and just don't post what they cogged with. So I think people are more likely to post what they cogged with if they cogged with something interesting or new, right? So because of that, it doesn't surprise me at all that Chemicalized is the top there. What does surprise me maybe is that people aren't posting like the other decks that are new and have done quite well, which I guess is Rebels. So like, I'm a little bit surprised there's not more people cogging with Rebels, but maybe they've just cogged with Rebels, I don't know. Animagica is a control deck. Animagica is a control deck if you slam a load of traps in it. Watering the tomato. Hello, Victor. Welcome, welcome. Rebels has 13. Yeah, see, that to me, that's weird. It might just be because Rebels is a bit harder to build. But then again, I feel like the Rebel cards have been reprinted so much that it shouldn't be too hard to build. I guess Pyro is like... Pyro is quite simple unless you're playing the Mirror or you're playing its Rebels. But if you're playing the Pyro Mirror and neither player knows how to play the Mirror properly, I guess you would just Unga Bunga slap each other and then just see who wins. So I don't even know how to post COG deck list. You have to post it in the in the Duel Links Discord server is where you have to post it. I cogged with Rebels, but I never post. Yeah, I think I posted like my very, very first one and then just never bothered posting after that. I think the issue too is chunk of Rebels cogged post skill change pre-box. Oh, that's the point. We haven't ticked over to a new month yet, have we? So, but at the same time, you know, all of those chemicalized people could have cogged with something else beforehand, I guess. I guess they're waiting for the box. Looking into DM OCG Rush builds. And new builds incorporate Black Magician, Chaos, and Rituals, so they run 8 mons and less spells. So Konami wants us to play it more like an OTK. I don't know what you're talking about, Desmume. That doesn't seem super relevant to anything we're talking about right now. And we're not getting rituals either, so I'm not sure where we're going with that. And now this is from the Duel Links in-game stats. Oh, when you cog, you can choose to submit in game or not. Oh, with like the replays. I guess we can like look at that quickly, right? Because we have the technology. I don't remember where that is. Is it in the Duel Studio? I don't remember where any of this information is. I know it's somewhere. The issue is I don't use any of this stuff. I have literally no idea where I would find this popularity ranking, maybe? Rush! Popular Rush cards, guys! Although I do not think this is the correct place to look, though. Look, it's there! Star Protector's Protection! Guys, I think Sevens might be a really popular deck. I have a feeling. I have a sneaking suspicion. Either way, that's not helpful. It's not going to be in the dual column, is it? I genuinely have no idea. KC report, maybe? GR Festival, that's the KC Cup. Duel Studio deck lists. Deck lists, okay. Submitted decks. Bam, there we go. So these. And then what, we could filter this to Rush. Bam. Bro is playing the Bubble Man. You have to respect it. You have to respect the Bubble Man. Is this guy posted 2? He's posted 3? How do you post 3? Does it say like what rank he was when he went through these? I am so confused as to how you post 3 decks. But you gotta be a loser and manually count them all like me. Ah, I see, I see. I can filter to cog. Ah, okay. King of Games. Ah, here we go. So, everyone's favorite Supersonic Fusion Enhancement deck. We got 7, 7, 7, 7, 7s. Heroes, 7s. We got Red Eyes, 7s. Red 7s as well. So what happens if we click in? Will it show? It will show us the deck list. Okay, so we can see just the one of Dark Sword Magician because we're baller. We've got the Shining Shaman as well, which makes a level 4 or lower spellcaster monster on your field can attack directly. Absolutely insane. We've got Tearfing. Tearfing playing Elysium as well. That's interesting. Everyone loves a bit of Aqua. More Tearfing. No, this is Fusion Draw. You love to see it. You love to see a good old Dark Galaxy Fusion. Okay, either way. Let's try and finish up the app, because I do actually want to play. I want to actually play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, so we will try and get through this. You have not filtered for cog. Well, we have now. So. Rush to OCG. We got some new stuff. Be as bad as Brastes. Oh, I assume this is Brastes. I don't know how else you pronounce that. So, we have this one, which is Goth Biker Chick, which is Brastes of the Wicked Wheels. Level 3, 0 attack, 0 defense. Send one monster from your field to the graveyard to special summon this card from your hand face up. During the main phase, this card was special summoned. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 2,000 attack to the end of your opponent's next turn. Then you can choose a Brastes Trap Hole in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay, so we have to -1 to summon it if we want the effect, which means we're only getting value off of it if we do get the Trap Hole back from the graveyard. Weak Source. Okay, interesting name. During the main phase, this card was normal or special summoned. Change this attack position card to face up defense position. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and reveal them. You can choose one Brastes of the Diabolic Duds or Brastes Trap Hole among them. Add it to the hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. I mean, this is fine. Assuming we're going to do something with the body. Prey Archfiend. Level 6. 1900. I don't like either of these two things. Reveal a Brastes of the Diabolic Duds or Weak Source Brastes in your hand to your opponent's special summon this card. Okay, that's good. Shuffle 2 Dark Monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Change the back position of 1 monster on your opponent's field. Also, for the rest of this turn, this card's attacks Pierce. This is fine. It's not, like, crazy, but it's fine. That's my verdict on this card. Then we have Prey Dulan. So level 6 again. Reveal Brastes of the Wicked Wheels or Weak Source in your hand to your opponent. Special summon this card from your hand. What we'd like to see. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field. Have it lose 600 attack. This is kind of mid. Just losing 600 means we can... Like, this thing on its own can't even deal with a 2500 attack monster. Very kind of mid. Right, Trap Hole. If there is a face-up level 3 Fiend monster on your field, or there is a Brastes of the Diabolic Duds in your graveyard when your opponent normal summons a level 8 or lower effect monster. So normal summon, and level 8 or lower, and effect monster. That is 3 requirements to get this to go off. That is not ideal. As well as we also have to have one of these two as well. Not a fan of any of that. Destroy that normal summon monster. Then you can choose 1 level face-up 3 monster on your field and have it gain 700 attack. I mean, popping a monster is still really good. The thing is, you would use this on your opponent starting their summon. Like, they'll normal summon their first normal summon for turn. You'll probably just shotgun this then. This is fine. This is fine. It's awkward, but it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. The thing of destroying a card makes this fine. I don't want to play. Next Duel Links Gradius skill deck. Dark Fiend support, not supported, not summon Skullher. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. This isn't enough to, like, really predict how well this deck is going to do, but, like, this is an okay start, I would say. Then we have Take Flight with Soen? Soen? I'm going to go with Soen. The Molten Martial Machine. Molten Martial Machines as well is such a disappointment. I love the artwork on these cards. I love the idea of these cards. In practice, they are all so bad. So, level 5 Fire Machine. 1500. Reveal 1 non-level Fire Machine monster from your hand to the opponent. Special summon this card from your hand. Basically, all of the Molten Martial Machines do this. It can be really awkward. So, it's fine. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose up to 3 face-up level 2 or higher Fire Machine monsters on your field. For the rest of this turn, they gain 500 attack. Their level is decreased by 1. And their attacks pierce. Okay. What is the point of decreasing their level? Do we have a reason to want to decrease their levels? I don't know. Either way, 500 attack and piercing is nice. It's only 500, and you'd probably have this guy stuck on your board, so you can have a 2000 piercer. If your opponent's all in on defense, that's not bad. I feel like this card is still going to run into a lot of situations where it doesn't actually do anything. And that is going to be kind of sucky. Hello, Baz! Hello, Baz. Look what I got, Baz. Look what I got. I'll go back to chatting for a second. Look who I got, Baz. Look at that. I know that you would appreciate this. If it will focus. Will it focus? We're feeling the focus. There we go. Look at that, Baz. I got one of these. Hello. Welcome. Yes, some of the others have protection for attack buff effects for cards of its own level. So now they buff themselves too. Okay. I mean, that's actually pretty good then. That's not bad. Legendary decks or something? Yes. Behold. All of my Sky Striker cards. Wait a minute. Yo, is that... That's not it. Going the wrong way. Yeah. Yo, is that Sky Striker Ace Ray I'm now a proud Sky Striker player. I haven't played them yet, but I now have them. Yeah, overall, I don't think this card on its own is going to fix the deck, but it might be a step in the right direction. Then we have Ice Age Pounder. You get 1-0. Well, 1-0 is better than no zeros. Better than 0-0. Alright, level 6, Water Rock, 1600 attack, 2100. Send this face at card field to the graveyard. Choose up to 2 level 6 or lower rock normal monsters in your graveyard, which the only thing worth bringing back would be Magnet Warriors. And special summon them to your field face up. The monsters special summoned by this effect have their level increased by 1 until the end of this turn. Then you could choose one face up monster on your field and increase its level by 1. So this is obviously meant to be support for like the stacking rock archetype, but that archetype is really awful, so I don't know if this is going to do much of anything. Can I get a refund on my sub? I thought you were cool. No, don't worry. We also have we also play Mitsurugi, right? You guys like Mitsurugi, right? Everyone here's a Mitsurugi fan? Will it go into focus? Just thinking about it. I can't even tell what this card is. I've also not read this card yet, so I don't know if this is a cool Mitsurugi card or not. Feels like it just doesn't want to focus on it. That's fine. Either way, you know I have it. You know I have this Mitsurugi card. But, card is mid. Card is unbelievably mid. And then we have Rise to the Occasion with 4 new Rising Hero cards. Make Sky Striker Mitsurugi? Well, apparently I can potentially do that. I could tell that it's Kusurugi. Is it Kusurugi? It is... No, it's Kusanagi. Which I think it was a typo, so that's fine. He looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. I also love the fact they're reptiles. I didn't actually realize these were just all reptiles. So I love reptile decks. I think Ogdoadic is a really cool deck. I think just reptiles in general are kind of cool. I'll have to read through them at some point. Ice Age could help out with magnets. It could. It absolutely could. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, because it's a level 6 monster. But it could. Alright. So first up, we have Car. Everyone's favourite monster, Car. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Car, I think, should be its own archetype. I would love it if we could just get a Car archetype. I think that'd be awesome. Rise, Motor, Emergent. Level 3 Light Warrior effect. Attack 11, Defense 1000. This card's name is treated as Rising Unit while in the hand or graveyard. Continuous effect. This card's name is treated as Rising Unit. You take no battle damage from this card battling. Your Rising Unit, whose original level is 3, can attack directly. So, because its name becomes Rising Unit, it can attack directly. So, if we get 3 of these, we can attack our opponent directly for 3,300. In fact, we don't even need 3 of this, right? We just need 1 of this. But if we had 3 of these, I guess we can't take battle damage on the crackback, which is nice. Then we have... what's this? Like... What's the name? What's the name of this vehicle? It's why can't I think? You guys will know. You guys will know. Hoverboard? No, it's not a hoverboard. Bumper car? No, jet ski. Jet ski. Mirka knows. This is a jet ski. This is a jet ski. Like this is a jet ski, right? There's no way this is anything but a jet ski, surely. I guess it could be like a futuristic bike. But, like, considering this has wheels, I would be surprised if a bike didn't have wheels, right? Or if this had wheels. Beyblades. This is definitely not a Beyblade. So this is Motor Keel Copper. So this card's name is treated as Rising Unit while in the hand or graveyard. This card's name is treated as Rising Unit. Your face-up Light Warrior monsters gain 200 attack and cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So if you get this out, like 2 of this plus this, you'd get 3 1,500 attackers. You could attack your opponent directly for 45. Bam. That is a decent attack turn. It's not even great. It's just fine. Copper sounds like Kappa. Thank you for this note. So Rising Hero Reglam? What is this? What am I looking at right now? Obviously it's like a robot. Is it meant to look like something specific? It looks like it's got like barrels. Anyway. Send 2 face-up level 4 or lower monsters from your field to the graveyard. Choose a Rising Hero Argent O. or a level 7 warrior monster with 1000 defense in your graveyard, special summon it to your field face up. For the rest of this turn, you cannot activate the effect of Regulum. Okay. Birdcage with limbs. Kinda? I didn't know if it was meant to be like a vacuum cleaner or something. Like, it just looks weird. The theme is so weird. Wave 1, 2, and 3, nothing fits together. A useless boss monster, which basically no effect. And the original Argent is completely useless for the theme. It's very weird. Looks like an Xyz Dododo. I mean, kinda. Right, Rising License. This card's name is treated as Rising Equip in your graveyard. Fusion summon one monster with the card name Rising Unit or Rising Hero Argent 0 written as its materials by sending light monsters from your hand or field to the graveyard as material. Neat. It's a fusion spell. It's basically just polymerization. And its name is treated as Rising Equip around the graveyard. It's fine, I guess. Nothing crazy about it. It's just fine. So, with that said, I think we've kind of covered everything. Which means I think we can now finally play the video game, guys. I think we're allowed. I think we have been given permission to jump in and play some Duel Links CO. The second fusion uses shit fusion monsters as material. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get the full reveals, right? You never know. It might end up being okay. So, the list we're playing today, this was borrowed from a tournament list. So, someone got top 8 with this. I was like, I already had a build, and I looked at it, and I went, I do not feel confident in this. Like, at all. So, I stole someone else's list. So if it's bad, I can just say that their list was bad and my deck building talents remain untarnished, right? It's a foolproof strategy. Any way that we can avoid blame. Any way we can avoid blame. We have to turn on our sound effects as well. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Bam, bam. Alright. This hand is kind of yikes. I feel like we can't just end with one set monster, so we're going to go ahead and do this. This hand is now giga yikes. Roist. Okay. I could just get funky with it. Alright, screw it. Let's get weird with it. I'm going to tribute Cat. I'm going to activate the effect. I'm going to send this. I'm going to summon this in defense mode. I'm going to activate the effect to just mill. That was not a very good mill. And I'm going to set. Alright. We don't have a skill target for next turn, but I did get the hand empty rather than passing with 3 cards in hand. So, that's fine. Wasn't it Gria? This was not Grind's list, I can tell you that much. Did you take Pro's list? Yes, this was Pro's list. Does Yuga have a line with 7 Sphere? I don't know, you know. Probably. But hello, Globe, by the way. I think Globe did speak earlier, but I wasn't. I've been a bit scatterbrained, as you might have noticed, of us darting back and forward between all of these different conversation topics. I should also probably put these in the bin. Our lovely paper wrappers for our new decks that we got today. And like I said, I have got more packages coming, so when they do arrive, I will probably open those on stream as well. Again, they are all Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, so... Guys, it's just that easy, guys. I think Sevens Road might actually be really good. I think it might actually be a competent deck. We managed to win without even attacking. That is quite powerful. How many decks can say they can do that? Like, it was like Noodles back in the day. I guess Santa Mill could win without burning or without attacking. No, not even the contact fusions? Ah, that's a shame. Yuhi Odo. Now, it is a fake Yuhi. He is not a real Yuhi. He is a archive skiller. We're going second. We have cat. This looks like a pretty tasty hand. So we activate the skill. We search witch plus something. Send witch to graveyard. Summon, fuse. Discard. And then summon out. Set the back row pass. I guess that's the turn. So whatever we search is going to be our discard target then. Like, other than witch. Seven Sphere. Okay, that's our discard target now. Alright, so we activate the skill. Reveal this. We need you. We go you, that. We'd have one spot free. So we can either go for a monster or we go for that. If we go for the monster, it's got to be Swordsman of Roadstar. Okay, we'll do this. We'll send you to the grave. Summon out Strange Witch. Activate the effect. Bring this out. Activate your effect. Send you. Summon you. Activate Fusion. We go 1. We go 2. Summon out the Sevens Charmy. I think we still always do this. And it's under that, which is really important. Because if he has Widespread, this has protection from traps. So this staying under 28 is actually really big for us. Okay, there is delay. There wasn't delay on the first attack. So this is probably... Meteorite Fall? Oh, because you needed 3 or more dragons in the graveyard. Okay. Gets that back, which is pretty big for him. Let me just pass. Now, we have to use this immediately, which kind of sucks. Because he's just... do we have to? Let's go through the logic. He activates that. He could pop the back row. He gets at a guy. He pops our 28. If he does it again... He gets a pop on there, attacks over that, attacks us directly. We're not dead. If he just does one fusion, he would pop... If he pops the back row, we have a bunch of insulation for our life points. If he pops the monster, we keep the trap card. We can still just use the trap card afterwards. I think we let this go. The downside is, if he just pops the back row and then pops a monster, he then still can't kill. So what would be the punish is... He has a Dragon's Inferno, pops the back row, and then makes 2 fusions. That is the punish. I think we just let this go. If he can do all of that, then he has basically a custom hand, right? So it's fine. Okay. So now he can use his Dragon's Inferno. I always thought Meteorite Fall was good. People should try it more. I think it has some application, and in some matchups it's going to be better than others. In a lot of matchups, though, it doesn't really do anything. Like here, it saved him 1,000 life points, but we can kill from 23. Like, that's not an issue, right? The main thing it did is get him back the spell card. Okay, so that is kind of scary, because now he has double Meteor Flare Fusion. He's going to activate this one. So where is this going? If he pops the back row, we're probably still okay. He should know what the back row is. So he's getting rid of it. That is a little bit scary because he knew what that was and he still chose to get rid of it, which means he might have access to another fusion. Like, we know he's got the spell, but he might have access to another, you know, bod... Now, Christ. So he's got triple. Okay, so he pops that. Attacks over with both. Oh, we're going for Swarm. Okay. I mean, Swarm is fine. Oh, wait, no. This is the other one, right? Yeah, this is Black Drake, the one no one ever summons. This is super fine. So that back row is either the third fusion spell that we know he had, or he's kept the fusion spell in his hand. There's a good chance that that is just thingy. Okay, that's what we get here. Okay. What is the best chance we have to win this turn? We can activate the skill. Send the Swordsman of Roadstar to the graveyard. That makes room to get back Witch. Summon Witch, get both out. Use the effect, discard, summon that. Or we could just use that to go for Ultima. We could go Ultima. Does Ultima, like, get us much here? The alternative is that we just go for the Witch straight up, tribute over, summon that. Okay, we'll activate the skill. Reveal the SRM. We always add you, right? Use that, get both back. Which means I don't need anything else. I mean, the alternative is that we just go for thingy instead. We could just do this. Then I can go 1, 2, tribute, summon that. Yeah, I think I prefer this. We'll do this, this. Send the one on field. Summon Witch. Activate Witch. Bring this out. Add this to hand. Then we can summon Dealer. Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon this out. Activate your effect. Go up to 33. Now, would we rather have... We'd probably just rather have the Paladin, right? We'll use your effect. I think we are just going to change this face up. Perfect. Set, set, set. Boom. Alright. We were like massively overthinking that, I think. I think we were like completely fine no matter what we did there, but I still wanted to like make sure we didn't cock it up because I really want the replay against Red Eyes. 1800 max attack, so you can OTK. Yeah, the only question was, did we know what the last card in his hand was? Because like we predicted that back row was probably just the spell card, but he could have kept it in hand if he wanted to, and if he did, and that caught us off guard, it would have been like, ah, that felt like a feels bad moment, right? I can't wait for the next game of this studio. I don't care if it's a sequel or what. Expedition 33 music is just so dang good. Yeah, I love the Expedition 33 music. I think the music, to me, stands out more than anything else. Obviously, like, the whole game is, like, fantastic, right? Like, the characters are fantastic, the writing is fantastic, the story is fantastic, the artwork in that game is also fantastic, the mechanics are great. I don't really want to play against Rebels, if I'm being completely honest, but I suppose this is fine. I'm going to play around Curse. Am I playing around Curse? If I play around Curse... Oh, screw it, we'll play around Curse. Why not? I think Rebel players should probably be on Curse. It is really good. Hikari is back. I mean, I would hope Hikari is back. I hope Hikari hasn't gone anywhere. That would be sad. Oh, Hikari's streaming a Dynasty match. Should we just raid into Hikari then? What do you guys think? Because I kind of want to watch that game anyway. So we'll probably finish this game and then... Oh, it's Riot. It's Happy Ryax is doing it. What's going on? Are they both streaming? I can't raid both of them. But I'm quite happy to like play this off stream and just watch the games. But I am curious as to what's happening. One way or the other. Right, either way, focus on the game first. Worry about everything else afterwards. We can't pop any of the back rows here. He has just used Star Protector's protection, so we can only get one big attack in. The logic here should probably be to just make a Charmy. Or we could make the other one. I guess the other one's better. Right, I'll reveal this. I'll grab this and this, I think. Okay, he's just going to scoop. That makes things easier. Is Sevens going to torch a ladder again? That's the neat part, Rarity. It never actually went anywhere. My problem with Rebels is the same with Red Boot. The deck is so ass against Shady. Yes! It is, I guess. Gladimagia is better. Yeah, we were going into Gladimagia there, right? Because it's 100 more damage. That was the logic. It's not really going to make much of a difference one way or another. But I think we will go ahead and raid into Hikari, since we haven't raided into Hikari for a while. Normally, I wouldn't be, just stopping stream here. But I want to watch both the games, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. So we are going to go ahead and raid into Hikari. So we won't be doing any more sevens, but next time we stream will be on Tuesday, and we'll probably be doing Royal Rebels. I imagine we'll be doing Royal Rebels. But thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. Again, sorry we didn't get to play much, but it is what it is. And this way I can go and start cooking, which is fantastic while I'm watching a stream, which makes me very, very happy. Actually, is Hikari's stream up at the moment? Oh, it's restarting the stream. Okay, we're going to wait a sec, guys. We're going to wait until Hikari's stream is back. It looks like it's back now. Maybe? It's not back yet. We're going to hold, guys. We're going to wait until Hikari is back. And then we will raid. This is like the most scuffed raid of all time. And I appreciate that you're here doing this scuffed raid with me. But as soon as it comes back up, we will hop back over. I think beyond this, there isn't really much more to do whilst waiting for the next May content drop. I think this is it, right? In the new box, it was Sevens, Royal Rebel, and Pyro, right? There's literally nothing else. So I think it's just those three. Imagine holding for hours just for Hikari, and Hikari never comes on. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? We're just sat here in purgatory. Well, the alternative is I could just raid Gryan, because Gryan is also absolutely lovely. I'm going to be watching both streams at the same time. It's just Gryan's already going, right? He's already been going for a while. Never mind, there it goes.